I encourage everybody to watch this documentary on Netflix Time. It's the Khalif Browder story. We can avoid topics and subjects that are so full of injustice and heartbreak because it is so uncomfortable. But we not only need to see it, but we need to remember it. So often, tragic injustice happens and we get outraged and then we go on with life and we forget about it and nothing changes. He grew up on the streets fighting for survival and adapting to a life that he was born into. He was a teenager at the time when someone claimed that he stole their backpack. Their story changed, but the one thing they did was show the police that there was a camera pointing right at the incident. Video footage that was never even attempted to be obtained by the officers. The stories about what allegedly happened changed. They were inconsistent. And the person who claimed that their backpack was stolen or was attempted to be stolen went back to Mexico, all while Khalif Browder sat in Rikers Island for 3 years, going in as a juvenile, spending over 700 days in solitary confinement. He faced brutality by corrupt guards, a corrupt culture within Rikers Island, abused by inmates and losing his mind in solitary confinement, even attempting to take his own life, many of which scenarios were caught on video footage. All this while corrupt judges and prosecutors continued to delay his case, trying to force him into taking a plea deal, while he stood his ground in the face of the worst adversity that you could imagine going through to maintain his innocence. He refused to take a plea deal. He eventually got out after 3 years, but not being so damaged internally that he could barely function. As he struggled, he got his GED, he was going to college, but these things that he lived through, he could not shake. The pain and the trauma. He was thrown into the world with no resources, no help, and mental health issues. This juvenile spent 3 years in Rikers Island for a crime that he did not commit, only to have the case thrown out and to be thrown back into the world after having these years stolen from him. And when they file a lawsuit, the state strikes again. There's corruption all around as they do these depositions that target his most vulnerable moments, like trying to take his life. He's back in the streets fighting for survival. He lost the battle of the struggles that he faced and he took his own life. I ask you to watch this documentary, but not only that, to remember his story. What happened to him is a concentrated version of what happens all across America. The corruption from the top down continues. Don't only just hear this story, but remember it. Feel it.